Hello everybody and welcome. In this video we're going to take a look at conditional notifications version 2. They've done a lot of updates, all for the better, and I'm just going to go ahead and show it quick. It's just a lot easier and a lot more clear on what's going on. Now in this, the biggest thing is that they've actually updated and put a little icon for conditional notifications on tables. Note, if you do not have a Workspace account or one that has access to conditional notifications, you're not going to see this, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be an option. So like personal Google accounts, you are not able to do this, unfortunately. Keep that in mind. Let's start here. If you click it, you're able to make a new notification. Going to this one, let's start by creating a new one from scratch. And that would be going to conditional notifications here, or to the tools and conditional notifications. We go into that. Let's call this one, and we'll make this a little more complex. In this example, it's like a ticketing system. So the name is the troubleshooting, person who has an issue. Technician would be the one assigned to it, because the issue, the level, and then the status. In the status, I have a few different ones like assigned. And so what I want this rule to do is if I put this to assigned, email the technician, hey, you have a ticket assigned to you. Basically, give them a notification. So this rule, I'm going to say email tech when status is assigned. And so in this, it's going to be table 1, which is right there in this column. And so this is going to be the status, because I want the condition to be if the status is text exactly assigned in the status column, then take the following action. And then you can either manually type, and this is where you could type in any email. So you could type in Microsoft email or whatever, and then choose a column, has to be a person email. So I'm going to go to the technician, hit save, and there we go. So now if I assign some, like here I should get assigned. This one, maybe we're going to just put it as pending and assign. I should get a notification for this one and this one. Now, if I click into here, there's this one, and I can just directly jump into this rule. I'm just going to hit cancel because I don't want to change anything. It's now here. It's easier to read these like status cards when a status is assigned. That's what I wrote it. When a value changes in status with a condition, you at least know there's some sort of thing, logic behind it. Send the email to technician. Let's look at the history. Still just have that one. Again, it usually takes 5-ish minutes for these to set up and to work. There we go. I guess 3 minutes between the two. So not terrible, but that's what's going to happen. I did this earlier, and so I'll just go ahead and go to my email to just kind of show you what happens. Here's the first one. Let's say that you have an email that you send it to that does not have access to the spreadsheet. Then you're just going to get this important value change to this spreadsheet that doesn't say the name of it, but you don't have access. So there you go. Which, again, then you can click on it, ask for if you're supposed to see it, ask them. But that's kind of what it looks like if you send it to someone who doesn't have access. We'll next look at one that does have access. So this is what the email looks like with statuses. And in this, it shows those two different edits that I made. And what I've noticed is whatever one that you're using as the condition, it does whatever's on the left and the right side of those rows, and that's it. It'd be kind of nice to be able to show, like, make sure to include everything in the table or whatever. But if you know that, you can at least build around that. And this is super helpful. Again, the biggest changes are one that you have it here, and then it's just a lot easier to read the cards, and it just seems less buggy. Like it took me 2 or 3 times to get it to actually start sending the emails, whereas now it's pretty streamlined, which is super helpful. You can make a lot of complex things like that. You can do a basic of just like if something changes, but it's a great way to be able to just automatically give information and notifications to people, especially if you have a large team with a lot of different moving parts. This would be a great way to onboard people if it's, to know whose turn it is, to, I guess in their example, the event planners to know what things should be where. And hopefully you find this helpful. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, those YouTube things. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.